Hello, my friends, and happy Friday the 13th. Instead of a regular written newsletter today, I thought I'd pop in with a more interactive exercise. Kind of like we're having a chat, or like you are doing a session with me or in one of my coaching programs. And what I want to talk about today is intuition and superstition. One of my greatest lessons in my spiritual journey has been learning to listen to and trust my intuition. What is intuition? This is a question I get asked a lot, even by folks who are in the wellness world, who do yoga, who maybe even have some crystals. We hear this word intuition a lot, but it's not always clear what it is. And truthfully, it means something a little different for every person, but I see it and I feel it as the voice inside of us that just knows. Sometimes this voice is quieter, subtly guiding us to the people, the places, and the experiences that will support us in our evolution. And sometimes it's loud, it's abrupt. It can almost feel like something or someone is taking control over your body, taking control over your words, taking control over your life, jolting us awake in the middle of the night, having us say things that maybe we wouldn't normally see ourselves saying, or leading us in a direction that doesn't feel rational or smart. So I want to share that to say that it can feel a number of different ways, but it truly is a voice that just knows. And one tip I like to share with my one-on-one coaching clients who are going a little deeper into this is that intuition is not charged by emotion. It is a true knowing. And so that's one little, check that you can use to see, is this intuition or is this just a feeling? Am I being driven by something emotionally? Intuition is not emotionally charged. So every one of us has intuition. For some people, it's easier and more natural to access this inner knowing. And for others, it can feel challenging, or it can feel like there really is nothing there. And I'm here to tell you there is something there. While a lot of what I do in my coaching and a lot of what I've done in my own evolution is practical, here's the foods to eat, here's the daily practices to connect more deeply. A huge piece of my work, and I say that by the work that I've done for myself and the work that then I share with my clients, a huge piece is emotional. We could also say it's energetic or magical. And I can teach you those practical tips for connecting inside, but you may still feel blocked. Perhaps you've written or you've listened to a podcast or read a blog post about intuition. Maybe you've tried an exercise or you've tried to tune in and it still feels a little blocked. And oftentimes there's belief systems or programming around intuition and what it means that are blocking you from really listening in. So today, on this auspicious day leading up to our new moon in Scorpio, which I do feel is a super intuitive, one would even say super psychic time, I want to walk you through an exercise to begin to shift any limiting beliefs you might have about your intuition and your intuitive powers. So you're going to need a few more minutes for this exercise. If you don't have the time now, pause this recording, make space in your calendar to come back to it. And if you do have time, get comfortable. Find that quiet space. You're going to need a journal and a pen. And let's dive in. Actually, before we start, on the top of your page, so go to a fresh page in your journal or a fresh page in your notebook or a clean sheet of paper, and on the top of your page, write these 3 words: intuition, intuitive, and psychic. Intuition, intuitive, psychic. And then make yourself comfortable, adjust your seat so that you can really ground down, set your pen down, and close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Complete breath out. And allow yourself to land here, wherever that might be for you. Feeling your sitting bones on the floor or the chair or the bed beneath you. Feeling your palms wherever they are resting. And start to take some deep breaths into your body. Again, noticing where you are at in time and space, noticing what's going on in your physical, emotional, energetic form. If there's anything that feels distracting or like it's pulling at your attention that is not relevant to this moment, to this exercise, imagine putting it on a shelf. So this can be a to-do list item, something that is on your schedule for later today, a conversation you need to have. Put it on a shelf as if you're entering a yoga studio or a workout space and you're storing your stuff. It's safe. You can come back to it when you're done with your class or your workout. You can come back to those distractions when you're done with this exercise, but for now, put them aside and allow yourself to be fully here. Present moment is where the most clear, intuitive messages come in. And so you're already on your way. Breathing in fully, breathing out completely. Just taking a few more moments here in this quiet, present place to fully drop in. I'm going to lead you through 3 journaling prompts. I'm going to ask the question out loud, and I encourage you to stay in this quiet space for at least a few moments, listening to what might come up, listening to the answers that pop up in your mind, pop up from your gut. And then, of course, you can write them down. If you need more time with any question, just go ahead and pause this recording at any time. So question number 1. What is my current connection to intuition or my intuitive nature? Do I feel connected, clear, and or trusting? Listening for what comes up. Listen to those first instincts, those first thoughts. I'm going to read the question again if you'd like to open your eyes and write it down. What is my current connection to my intuition and or intuitive nature? Do I feel connected, clear, and trusting. This is going beyond the scope of this exercise. Perhaps there's a part 2 coming for you, but you can also jot down if there have been moments in your life where you have felt connected, where you've received those intuitive hits or messages, whether you've listened to them or not. I'm going to move on to the next question. Again, feel free to pause this recording if you need more time to write. Put your pen down, close your eyes, go back in, maybe taking a few breaths. If anything in the last few moments distracted you, returning to your center, that place of presence. And our second question is, what about becoming more intuitive, clear, or psychic even scares me? What about becoming more intuitive, clear, or psychic scares me? So often our fears hold us back from doing something that is easy, natural, or desirable. So giving yourself some space here to sit with what you might be afraid of. Especially with this word psychic, which I throw in there almost as a trigger. It can bring up a lot of media or programming from society, from our families, usually negative. Perhaps you think of witches or zombie worlds or people who have gone crazy, hearing voices. Give yourself some space here to sit with what scares you around becoming. And I'll even shift this question to say around accepting more intuition, more clarity, more psychic moments. So you can go ahead and open your eyes now and write this question down. What scares me? This is a big one, so I do encourage you to take some time with this. Again, pausing this recording. You can also come back to it at any time. This weekend is an especially powerful time and space to do this sort of reflection around your intuition, around your psychic nature, and rewriting the story. Like I mentioned, there's a new moon in Scorpio. And so the astrology, the moon, is supporting you in this process. We're going to move along to the last question. And that is, what about becoming more intuitive, clear, and or psychic feels exciting to me? Perhaps you've never given yourself space to think about this, to be driven by desire, to allow yourself to feel excited, to feel pulled towards something that isn't a practical, financial, job oriented goal. So you can close your eyes, take a moment, go inside, listen for what comes up. What about becoming more intuitive, clear, and or psychic feels exciting to me? You might have some practical or like really tangible answers, or it might just be a feeling. And if it is that feeling of excitement, of being pulled towards something, of hope, of relief, tune into what that feeling is that you're feeling right now. Write that down. One more time, the reminder that you can pause this recording and take more time and space with any of these prompts or anything that these prompts have brought up. The first step to any change, be it physical or energetic, is awareness on what needs to change, which is often different or deeper than we think. When I first started my health coaching practice, so many folks who came in with digestive issues or, weight loss goals, yes, there were the practical steps that we could work on together, but always the biggest shifts came from the deeper emotional, energetic work that we did around food, body, belief systems. And so if you are interested in developing a deeper connection with your intuition, I encourage you to not only do this exercise, but sit with it. Give yourself time and space to explore what's really there. Depending on how old you are in this lifetime, there may be a lot. Years and years and years and years of messaging and programming, of suppressing, of hiding, of shaming. So give yourself the space to start to see that before jumping into a change. I would love, love, love to hear what came up for you in this exercise. You can reply to my email, or if you're finding this recording through the interwebs in another way, you can DM me on Instagram. It's at Emily Nahazel. And if you do feel like you need more support or you want more support diving into your intuition, reach out. That at the core is what I do in all my work, whether it's helping folks make more intuitive food choices, more intuitive business decisions, or simply living life from a place of more self-trust. All right, can't wait to hear from you all. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy new moon in Scorpio. Sending love.